was a sad day in Premier League history as Man United was robbed by the by the toothless Gunners. It's also a new day and a new dawn of FPL. And who is the new king of FPL? As Mo Salah slithered over the line. But he wasn't even the best Mohammed, as Kudus was out here with 2 assists and some bonus points. And the new king of FPL, Erling Haaland, out there scoring 2 goals and repeating his cycle of scoring in every game week 1. But maybe it's not the season of the premiums, as Saka and Palmer blanked. And maybe it is a time of the budget enablers, as the Samba King Richarlison returned and Rudolph the red-nosed assassin Rangers was out here with a double pointer. My name is Tim from the FPL Diamond Dogs with Sid from the FPL Diamond Dogs. Let's start the show. Yeah, we have to do it a bit quieter. We're shooting at night time.
Let's change your whole narrative here, because actually, Haaland is not the king of FPL because you left out a key man who is half the price. Who scored a brace this weekend, and you left him. You left him in the cold dead of winter. You just left his lifeless body after the whole of last season. How you kept going, this is my man. Yeah, I back this man. This man is the way forward. He can't do no wrong. And what happened to Christopher Wood? What happened to him? He came. So you basically paid twice the price for the same amount of output in game week 1. And you're out here going, yes, Haaland. You're out here shaking your ass like you're in the club for Haaland. What is this?
All I'm saying.
I'm not even done yet. I'm not even done yet. No, we're not even done yet. You're out here shaking your ass needlessly for players. You're out here going, it's the time of budget players, but you're not out here talking about Semenyo, who carried Bournemouth on his back and said, listen guys, I'm going to get us to a draw. But it didn't happen, but he tried. No, we're not talking about that brace. No, we're talking about Reinders. Out of nowhere, Reinders. Like, you trying to behave all Fugazi right now and go,
Fugazi? Where are you getting Fugazi from? Where are these new words coming from, man?
I'm just out here. I'm out here. You did not back your boys, and then you're out here going, no, but guys, I saw the way. I saw the future. I was being all Fugazi, and I was trying to figure out, and I saw things moving in different ways, but you didn't, though. You didn't. You paid double the price for players when you could have gotten the same amount of returns for half the price. Your mom would be ashamed of you, dog. Your mom would be ashamed of you.
I was like, that's Sid's right. I'm like, yo, I had my right, his right, we were vibing here, man. No, the thing is, you're all right. My thing is, I was too concerned with the new goals at the club. That was the issue. So, that was my issue. I forgot that some of those goals never did me wrong. Like I felt like in one of my drafts, I did have Semenyo. And I want to say this, on the deadline stream, you could hear me for 25 minutes, put over Christopher Wood over João Pedro. For 25 minutes, you heard me. So don't say I don't love my boy. So don't say this. You saw me for years. You even complained. I'm like, you were tired. You were tired of hearing of, this João Pedro hate. But I said Christopher Allen Wood and my boy Mateta. Okay, he did nothing this game week, but you'll see him in the future.
The people who you said would do something did nothing, and the people who you didn't even mention did something. So you actually must get to the back of the line with the rest of us in FPL in game week 1, and you must just sit here and go, you know what? I got lucky this week. My guys. That's all I have to say. I got lucky.
Okay. Oh God!
Yeah, that's
remember,
what happened.
remember these.
That's what happened.
Remember these forfeits that you spoke of.
I
You
do
said
remember these forfeits.
for three
Yeah, you
3
can't.
weeks in a row.
Lightning doesn't strike twice. Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Hey.
Call me the Flash, man, because I'm the fastest man alive out here. So I want to know. I'm gonna tell you.
Again, what are you talking about? What's that going to do with
hit by
lightning?
lightning. You got hit by lightning. So
He didn't get hit by lightning twice. He didn't get hit by lightning twice.
Okay, Sid, I was trying to find an analogy. Okay, I was out here. I was grasping it.
Yeah, and I'm out here telling you, you're trying to be too out the box. You're trying to find different routes. All I have to say is, this coming game week, I got your number. Yep. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can talk. You can talk to me through the phone, bro. You can talk to me through the phone. Are you sure it's it, right?
Because cell services are looking a bit shaky right now, fam. I won't lie to you.
No, my cell service is fine. It's fine. Because you don't know what I got cooking.
Oh yeah. No, so then basically let's just talk about our game week 1. So what do you think before we go and do let's just go through our teams first, and then we can just talk about game week 1 as a wholesome review of game week 1. So you know how we actually start the show, because we haven't started the show in a while. So let's start off telling the people what we do. We go through our teams, we go through what we did in game week 1, and then we like to score as a head-to-head between Sid and I on what happens, right? So then what we do is we give the honor of going first to the person who scored the least amount of points this game week. So Sid, shall we?
Just give me 2 seconds, actually, because no, it's not. I'm genuinely actually not avoiding it. I'm just realizing that I was supposed to do something for us, and
you forgot.
It's rough, dog. I forgot. That's all I have to say. Game week 1, Tibbs 1. There we go. Just to put it there.
Oh.
I'm keeping a tally. I'm keeping a tally of every game week, so that as we go through the season, we can then come back at the end of the season and we can say to each other, this is how many game weeks you won, this is how many game weeks I won, and then we're here. That's I'm trying to freshen things up here,
keep us accountable. Keep us accountable.
Exactly. So, anyways, I'm loud and proud. Do you know what? I'm loud and proud. It's the first game week. I hate the first game week. I'm gonna be honest with everybody. Yeah. The first 5 to 6 weeks of the season, I hate, because I need to see people play. I need to see the ball happening to understand where to go forward.
We're the C players. We like to watch them live, bro.
Exactly. I haven't watched, there's some of these players from, for example, Sunderland this week. They amazed me. I didn't think Sunderland were going to come out here and score 3 goals.
Bruh, I never knew West Ham. We both had them, I think, in the bottom half of the league but we never saw destruction like this. Hey.
Yeah. No, we didn't. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, now I know I can get a Sunderland player and I might get a clean sheet. I might even get a actual playing Sunderland striker just for fun. There's
I
even
told you about Ronaldo, fam.
There's even the Leeds striker.
Leeds look fire, fam.
You see what I mean? Now I know I got options. I got options.
Yeah. I don't know if Everton was just terrible, but Leeds were fire, fam.
No, Leeds were good. I can never pronounce his name. Nmecha. Don't know how to pronounce his name. Mecha. I'm gonna call him Mecha. He scored a goal, and he's actually. I actually had him. I have him in one of my drafts. So
Mecha. No, you did speak about him. I won't lie to you. I did hear you. I've heard you say that name before. So you're not lying. You're not lying to the people. Sid.
Exactly. So now I saw him play. And I'm like, oh, greatness. But anyways, back to what the task at hand.
Yes.
So I got 42 points this game week. Well
42.
below that. Yeah, well below the average, dog. Well below the
What went
average.
wrong, Sid?
A lot of things, dog. A lot of things. I done did a lot of things to live this here lifestyle.
Let's go.
So, yeah, I had Souls as a keeper. Almost got a clean sheet from him this week,
Bruh,
but
like,
no, they decide to concede in the last like 10, 15 minutes of the game. Who knew? But anyways,
yeah.
so Sol's got 2 points. Pedro Porro, weirdly enough, is like one of my highest scoring players this game week. So vibes.
One of Tibbs's
Um,
boys. I told you, fam.
yeah, I mean, I brought him in for a reason, and he did the things. So 6 points. Nico Williams with a 1 pointer. Anderson with 2 points. Mohamed Salah with 16. Saka with 3. Palmer with 3. Rogers with 3. Dewsbury Hall with 2. Joao Pedro with 2. Watkins with 2. So I kind of just went for a complete 2.
Yo, if Salah never scored, your team would have struggled this season. You were in trouble, Sid. You were in so much trouble.
To be fair though, like literally to be fair though, like 4 of my players came from the only 0-0 fucking draws this whole weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was rough. It was rough. On my bench though, it was kind of vibing, which kind of gives me a little bit of happiness towards a bench boost. Dubravka with 2, Esteve with 1, Ronaldo with 6, Mark Gui with 0, but we can fix that. And then yeah, so it was an overall okay game week. I'm not happy, not upset, but we can build. We can build. I'm here. I'm here to help you guys follow me building my season. You know, some of us are born great. Others are thrust into greatness.
Yes. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Sid. I'm gonna actually. That's gonna be my new quote. I'm gonna lie to you. That was pista resistance. Nah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so Tibbs,
Okay, well,
why don't you take?
yeah. Okay, I'll take over. So, yeah, my game week was like, hey, if you guys watch a deadline stream, you would have told how I was steadfast. I was sure. So Tibbs got probably the greatest score that you could ever get in FPL in the summer of '69. So I got 69 points this game week. So I was 16 points above the average. So life happened for Tibbs. Cells, obviously, we both had Cells got me 2 points. Nico Williams also got me 1 point. So, yeah, Sid said I would be vibing if Nottingham Forest kept their clean sheet. So that was happened. I told Oz about our Pedro Porro. I'm like, my boy, I can't quit. I can't quit you, my man. And I can tell you, you are showing me that this season, the year that I start trusting my O's, they're gonna come through with a vengeance. Then I'll have my new man, Cucarera. He out here liking paella. I know that none of that made sense, but he got me 8 points. I'm really happy for him. He was possibly robbed because that Crystal Palace goal seemed like a goal, but you know what? My clean
What do you mean
sheet
it
and
seemed
my
like a
two
goal?
bonus
It was a
points.
goal. It's the first time
Okay,
ever that freaking rule was ever was ever
in
put to use,
Sid,
enforced.
I did say in the deadline stream there are some new rules in the FPL system. Okay, that one I
Not in
never
the
knew.
FPL
The,
system.
I'm
That
not
was
even
just in
in the.
the.
I mean, not FPL system. There were new rules in the Premier League that's going to help with penalties, which we did
But that
see
had
this
nothing to
game
do
week.
with holding a player.
I know. I'm just telling you there were new rules. I never knew that rule, but I couldn't read all the new rules. But the new rules I remembered explains how surprisingly Everton also didn't got considered a penalty when that shouldn't have been a penalty. But yeah, so Cucurella got 8 points. I think that Verts 2 points, disappointing. Palmer 3 points. My boy Cody Gap of the O, Gapfer got me 7 points, And my boy Rudolph, the red-nosed assassin Rangers, out here got me 10 points. Beautiful. Fulcro, oh my god, the worst transfer ever made. Fulcro got me two, Watkins two, and the man, the myth, the legend, the man I trusted with my heart and my armband, Erling Haaland, 26 points. My benched, which if I bench boosted, I would have got 11 points. So I'm like, that's not terrible. Dubravka got me two, Dewsbury Hall got me two, Dogu got me one, and our boy Ronaldo got 6 points. So overall, like a really strong game week. Verts is problematic-ish. Fulkrug is definitely the probably the like yeah, he's probably the only person on my team that shouldn't be there right now. But yeah, I'm very happy with my first choice 11, and yeah, I only can see us as long as Holland carries on doing Holland things. I can't say I'm sad. Can't say I'm sad.
Yeah, I think yeah. I don't know if Haaland's going to continue doing Haaland things, but let's see. Maybe he will.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, we
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
We don't know.
I'm just here. I'm just here. I'm here to just
Yeah.
guess, dog. We're all guessing here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. No. No.
but yeah, I think it was an interesting game week. Definitely. To be fair though, I did predict that Sunderland would win,
You
and
did.
they got
Oh
that
yeah. Do you
right.
want to go through those? Do you want to go through all of our predictions so that we can actually go through our game week? Or do you have all of our predictions?
I have all of our predictions.
Yeah, yeah. So let's go through them just so that we can see, like, hey, you know what? Just to see who knows ball. Because I know.
Oh, you definitely know ball this week. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh,
Well,
that's
actually,
why. Oh,
maybe
that's
not. Maybe not.
Hey,
Okay, maybe not.
hey.
But anyways, okay, let's start off
Mm-hmm.
with Liverpool. You said a 3-1. I said a
Mm-hmm.
draw of 2-2. What happened? Well, you were right that they won. I'll give you that you were right
Exactly.
that they won.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong. I
No,
can
well,
admit that I was wrong.
hey, but they considered two goals. They considered two. So you got half of it right.
Yeah, I did get half of it right.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, then in the Villa game, we both got that wrong. No one saw,
Yeah.
no one saw that it was going to end up in a draw. No,
No,
no.
but no, Conzo got a red card. Like what what do we mean to do? Like like how you get a red card halfway through the second half?
Um, clearly, actually, I don't know. You know what? These guys are
Yeah,
playing themselves.
yeah.
Um, the West Ham game, you said West Ham were going to win 2-0. I said Sunderland win 1-0.
Hey now,
I'm not saying
I
I know ball, but I do know ball.
I've never seen these O's play. That's the issue. I never saw them play. I never knew that they
Yeah.
had. Like when somebody just comes from, they came from Joburg to Durban. I don't know how they are in the club. I don't know. I don't know them. So clearly, I was wrong. I was wrong.
Then the Fulham game, you said a 1-1 draw. You got it bang on, dog.
I don't know what I did there.
Yes. I
Yes.
don't know what you did there either. But yeah, so you got it bang on, dog. You got it bang on.
Yeah, got you. I got you guys. I know my boys. I know my mid-table kings, man.
Then when it came to Spurs,
No, I think I got that wrong. I think yeah.
you said Spurs would draw, so you got
Yeah.
that wrong. I said
Yeah,
Spurs
my
win
bad.
2-0.
You were close, bro. I never knew Richarlison. You see, that's the thing. I need to learn that samba. You know what I'm saying? So my bad. I apologize.
Then you said that City would win 3-1. They won 4-0. You were right.
Yeah.
And I said that City would win 1-0. Now,
Mm-hmm.
technically, I'm right as well.
Mm-hmm.
Palace, Chelsea, you
Yeah.
said a draw. A
Yeah, I did.
2-2 draw.
I said what? Yeah, I did.
I said that Palace win 3-2. And they did almost win by a goal if their goal wasn't disallowed. So I was actually should be right. But anyways,
Okay. I don't deal in hypotheticals,
anyways,
Sid. I deal in reality.
I'm not dealing in a hypothetical. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that the ref can't open his fucking eyes and look and watch and then suddenly decide to employ a whole new rule that no one has used. Is it my fault? No.
Nope. I'm just saying, Sid. I'm just saying.
Then we both said Forest would win 1-0. They did win.
Yeah.
But they won 3-1.
I never knew Brentford. I think you're right with Brentford, fam. They might be going down. Oh, I won't even lie to you. I was like, oh, the way Chris Wood was vibing, he was like, "Ooh, you guys don't know how to defend at all."
Nah, not at all, dog. That man was living. Then Man United, Arsenal, the game of the weekend. What happened, Tips? What happened? What happened, Tips? What happened? You got
Can I
gunned
just
down.
say? Can I just say? I felt like Arsenal showed the difference between the two clubs. You know, Man United had a lot of possession. You know, we had, we had some attacking spots. Like I don't think any team had like major chances that they missed out on. But Arsenal showed what Sid believes the heart of champions. Of you know what, sometimes you're gonna have a rough day. Sometimes you're gonna have a rough day. Sometimes you never got that full 8 hours sleep. Sometimes you never get that. But you have to go to work and you gotta do the job. And Arsenal went to work and they did the job. We had a good day. We woke up fresh, we were clean, we had energy, we were bright and shiny. But you know what we never did? We never did the job. So I can honestly say I'm happy with our performance, but I can tell you 9 weeks from now, no one's going to care about our performance. They'll care about the 3 points we don't have. So ultimately, great performance, but ultimately, at the end of the day, good performances still going to get you sacked. Only thing that's going to get you a job, only thing that's going to keep your money going is W's. And Arsenal got it. Simple as that.
Yeah, he said it, but he's left out the part where he almost cried at the end of the game. But anyway,
I was just silent. There was no tears.
you know when you like whenever you see movies and like there's this depressive montage in a movie where someone's just staring off into the distance and you can just see it. Their whole life is flashing it's flashing in their eyes. That's what is happening to Tibbs after that game. Not even after, during the game even. They got to a point where Tibbs got a little bit excited and then the hope got knocked out of him again. And then he got a little bit excited and then the hope got knocked out of him again. And then gradually he wasn't getting as excited as he was supposed to be getting. And then towards the end of the game, he's just staring off into the distance, just going... Basically. And like I said, guys, at the beginning of the season and at the end of last season, the best part to watch is a United fan with hope. Because as they lose the hope, you can see the life disappear from their eyes. It was hilarious, guys. You should have been there. But anyways, you can see the hope also kind of leaving his eyes again. Like now, he's just staring off into the distance. The way he's been sending me depressed memes about United the whole weekend. To the point where he even sent me a meme of basically... Oh, I should play this meme. No, I'll play it next time. But the meme is just... It's hilarious. It's great. It's basically... a person who goes to church and confesses his sins for being a United supporter, and suddenly becomes an Arsenal supporter.
Okay,
Repents
no,
to
no, no,
become
no,
an
no, no,
Arsenal
no.
supporter. Hilarious stuff. Hilarious stuff. So guys, watch out. He's on Gunner's watch. Next time you hear him shout and scream and shake his ass for being a Gunner, you know what happened. He went to church. um. Anyways, so the last game of the week was Leeds Everton. We both predicted 1-0. We got that
Yeah.
both right. The weird thing is, you know how we started this whole segment off, and we were like,
Yeah.
oh, who knows ball better? Apparently, we know ball about the same because we both got 6 out of the 10 games.
Hey, man, like
So
so, yeah, no, no. So we knew what we were doing, Sid. So we knew what we were doing. We knew what we were doing. That's the important part. We knew what we were doing. So I guess now, because now we've gone through the results, we can start off with our first segment that we love to do of call up, trust, believe, and strike three, you out. So call up is, you know what? It's a new season, so we've seen the new club. And call up is, you know what? You arrive at the club early and you forgot to call some people to the party. You're like, oh shit, I forgot this friend. So I'm like, you know what? I'm here with these O's. I don't like these O's. Let me call up these old guys that I knew that I used to hang out with. So call up is you calling them out. Trust is, you know what? My new friends are gonna come just now. We don't know when they're coming. So we're gonna just trust in these O's that are here now. So we're just gonna have fun here. Believe is when that one friend said he's gonna be there in 5 minutes. But now it's 7 minutes. And you're like, you know what? Maybe he's just around the corner. So we know that we don't that he's not gonna come now. But we believe that, you know what, we're going to give this person one or two more chances, 2 or 3 more minutes just to see if he's really going to come around the corner. And strike three, you out, is, you know what, I guess the club is closed for you. So the club is closed for you. So this is not your time to shine, Sid. So Sid, who is going to be part of your rebirth and your comeback story? Who you calling up to the club?
I'm gonna call up. I realized so after this game week, I realized having no Man City assets is a bit of a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I need to have a Man City asset in my team
Hmm.
just to be in case somebody does something, and I need to have something from Man City where there's a possibility of getting something out of a game.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call up Reinders.
Yeah, that's a good signing. That's a good ass signing, Sid. I wonder if he has that sign. Oh, never mind. But that's a good ass call up. I wonder. I've met him before. I've met him before. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. You should invite him to the club. Invite him to the club, Sid. He's a good guy.
But I also do have a different person. Maybe not this week for a call up, but there could be a call up for Nkunku.
Who?
Not Nkunku. Wait, hold on a second. Am I getting this wrong? Hold on a second. Dog, I'm so
Because
sorry.
that man's on his way to Bayern Munich as we speak. That's
Not
why I'm
Nkunku.
like, oh, I'm like, this this man's organizing a visa to Germany out here, bruh. And you're
Not
like, man, I think he must come to the club. I'm like, no, my man. This man is out
Kudus.
here getting a
Kudus. I
oh,
get them
Kudus.
confused, dog. I get them confused. I
I,
mean, Kudus.
yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Yeah, he's fine. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, that man
I
is
was getting flashbacks. I was getting flashbacks from last season, from the first
woo,
week of last season, where I was talking about a
woo.
cuckoo, and my head is like, no, wait, let's bring in cuckoo back. And I'm like, wait, no. And I was saying cuckoo, and I was like,
No,
wait.
you should have seen my face, but I'm like, I know this man is trying to get a visa to Germany right now as we speak, but that's why I'm like, hey, you want to invite him to the club? I'm like, all right. That's an extra wasted transfer for you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So yeah, I meant Kudus. I might think
yeah,
about bringing Kudus in the midfield
yeah. I think
after,
those are two great.
not this week, but
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
afterwards.
yeah. They're playing City this week. Kudos is playing City this week, so I,
Yeah.
yeah, fully vouch for that. Yeah. No, those are some great. Yeah, those two. I think, yeah, that's what they were both in my rounds. You know, so they are two players that I definitely think that you should look to call up. Yeah, my two. Well, obviously the one is my boy. I'm so sorry. I start off every season this way. I talk you up, but then when I have to put in the invitation list, you just never make the cut for game week one. So my season turned around last season when I believed in you. And I'm going to tell you today, my season will go up and up when I believe in you again. Christopher Allen Wood, I miss you. I brought Pedro Porro back. Look what he did for me. I need to bring back all of my old favorites. You guys miss me. You know you need me. So Christopher Allen Wood, come on down. So yeah, Christopher Wood. And another one that I will say is actually Saliba. Um, Arsenal's Saliba over Gabriel just for the DEFCON points of he's a slightly better DEFCON person than Gabriel, but doesn't matter. Either one is fine. But yeah, I think that Arsenal showed this season that they will be the best defense this season. So I definitely think that even though they have some tough-ish fixtures, um, I don't think you'll see a team, surprisingly, um, dominate possession against an Arsenal team like Man United did. So that was rare for me. But I don't think you'll see a team.
But I
Yeah,
always say this: when United play Arsenal, it's like prime Barcelona comes out, especially at Old
yeah.
Trafford. And then watch this weekend. You guys will go play, and there will
No,
be
we'll,
no
we'll be dog
similarities of
shit.
form.
There'll be no, no. That's the issue. I can tell you that we get excited for the big games, the derbies. We there for, but then you're like, East man, now I have to go all the way east, bruh. That's that. Now you have to go. No, we're going now. We're going to Fulham. I don't. I'm like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know my geography in Europe. I mean, in England. So that's why I was gonna lie to you. But if they go to
It's
some
in
place
London.
that's
It's
not
in
a big
London.
team,
Fulham is
yeah,
in
yeah, I
London.
know it's in. Yeah. So then now that I can go to London, I'm like, bro, it's cold out here, bro. You the train station, another thing. So we'll see how many other play against Fulham. But yeah, but yeah, my thing is Gabriel or Saliba, just
I would
because, yeah.
also say, I would caveat that if you are chasing DEFCON points and you're chasing maybe a little bit of a return, Zubimendi from Arsenal is also not a bad option
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah,
because
yeah,
he did get DEFCON points this weekend,
yeah.
and he also has a chance of getting an assist or something like that. So if you're looking for that and you're looking at the midfield and you're like, oh, you want something from Arsenal, but you don't want a sucker, you don't want a premium player from Arsenal. It could be an option to go for a Zubimendi. But it's a punt. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a punt.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So who you trusting in, Sid? Because your team is just full of twos. So I wouldn't even lie to you. Like I don't know your group of friends. Sid. I got a couple of tens with me. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of tens with me. So I don't know who your friends are that you're just rolling around with twos. So which one of your twos are you choosing to trust in?
I'm choosing. Uh, I'm choosing to trust in one man and one man only. Is Bukayo Saka.
That's fair.
Bukayo
That is,
Saka against Leeds.
yeah.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
the
Man,
man.
I'm actually like I was worried, but like how Leeds dominated Everton, where I think both of the teams that we picked to go down should go down because I picked Everton and then you picked Brentford. Like the newly promoted teams, like aside from Burnley, who I predicted to finish 20th, those are the two teams played better than those two Premier League teams. So I'm really excited for that. So I want to see how they play against Arsenal to see if it's just Everton is really shit. So usually I would have supported you, but I hope Leeds look pretty strong. So, but he is the correct trust of. If you have him, should be your captaincy. You should be one of your captaincy options because I think Saka is Saka should do well. So not bad.
I'm genuinely gonna be honest with you. I'm going for Saka as a captain this week.
No,
Spoiler
no.
alert. I'm
I
going for
can
Saka
tell
as a
you if
captain.
I had him, if I had Saka, I would pick Saka as captain this game. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the person I'm trusting in is Saka's like direct opposition. Actually, no, I'm not gonna pick him actually because I don't believe in him. Because yeah, he'll be my belief. I'm trusting in Ollie
You don't
Watkins.
believe in him, so you're not gonna you're gonna put him in your belief.
Yeah, yeah, no, no,
You've
no,
got
sorry, I
belief
don't
in him,
trust in
dude.
him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. That's no, sorry, I don't trust
Oh,
him. Maybe not. I don't
okay.
believe in him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. So, but I'm gonna believe in him because yeah, I'm gonna believe that he's gonna show up. But I trust in this Ollie Watkins. So I trust in Ollie Watkins. I think that I think that Morgan Rogers obviously came back like recently, and also I do believe that that red card, getting a red card like in the 60 something minute, really did mess up Aston Villa's chances of attacking going forward. So we're also up against a Newcastle team who I think still will be like in the even without Isaac are still like a top five, between 5 to 7 team in the league. So I just believe Ali Watkins has just had a bad day. So I'm choosing to trust in Watkins, and I don't see him leaving my team anytime soon. But I'm just I'm just wary of, you might not be a long term friend. You might not be a long term friend. I'm just making sure. But I trust in you for now. So Ollie Watkins, I'm trusting in Watkins. I believe to go on to the person is Cole Palmer. So the reason why is I like Sid, like because me and Sid were meant to meet up that day, and Sid told me he fell asleep watching that Chelsea Crystal Palace game. He's like, Sid, I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm never late, but I fell asleep
Yeah.
watching that game, and like it's like Maresca doesn't learn. Like he just gets excited. Like he tried this last season when Chelsea was shit. He's like, oh yeah, Cole Palmer is one of the O's. Then he started losing games, and he's like, you know what? Fuck that. Palmer, it's all going through you, and then all of a sudden they start winning. So as soon as Chelsea realize that that is their only formula for success, they have a lot of great young players, great young talents. Palmer's your only world class player. Use him. So I can't believe in you because Maresca is going to have to lose before we can win. So, but for now, if I could, I would actually wish I started off with Saka, then Palmer, to be fair.
Mm,
And if I do make a transfer this game week, that would be the transfer
interesting.
of Palmer to Saka. That's my only potential transfer that is floating around in my head. Who do you want to believe
Okay,
in,
fair
Sid?
enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna believe. It's hectic, but I want to believe in Salah.
Oh yeah.
Salah,
That's
because
a good one.
I'll be honest. I thought about making transfers this game week, but I realized it's probably a very stupid thing to do. Either it's gonna be end up being a free hit this game week, just because there are some more favorable fixtures for a lot of like the top six teams, for a
Yeah.
lot of teams, and then I wanted to use a chip this game week coming. It was gonna be a bench boost, but realistically, I don't think I've got the team for a bench boost.
Yeah.
And if I were to create that team for a bench boost, I would have to take a lot of transfers in and out. So it's a lot of minuses.
Yeah.
That's too many minuses. So I think, yeah. So I just think I'm still flirting with the idea of a free hit, but it might also be a bit premature to free hit. I'm not gonna lie. So realistically, what I'm gonna do is carry transfers. So I'm hoping and believing that Salah can perform this week. I'm gonna watch that Liverpool game very intensely, and see if Salah is the guy. Because if he's not, then we might be looking at a transfer for Salah out next week, the week after.
No, like I, yeah, no, no. So, like, obviously, I never went with Salah in my draft, and watching Salah, I'm not like, oh my god, because that, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, he was terrible, because he wasn't. He just wasn't, like amazing. But it wasn't like he was like the worst player in the league. That's why I'm like, everyone's saying all this nonsense. No, like he was fine, but like we're not.
He's just
Salah
not.
does
He,
can't be fine. Yeah, Salah
yeah,
can't just be
he's
a
just
great. You can't just be a great player. You know what I'm saying? Of like Salah is not just a great player. Like he was
no.
just a
I mean,
great player that game. Yeah,
he's a good player, and like I'm not saying he's a horrible player and he's like the worst player ever.
yeah,
I'm just saying that from a like a price perspective, if I have
mm,
14.5 M sitting on a player, I'm
yeah,
expecting I can captain that player any game week that I want. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right now on my team, I have to captain Saka because reality of the situation is there's no one else in my team that I can captain. Like there is no other player, and even though I have a 14.5 million player, after watching that Liverpool game against Bournemouth, I'm not
No, yeah,
sold. I'd rather bring in TK or something like that, or a Verts to like you said, cover the points of Salah,
yeah.
and then just have the extra cash floating around on other players.
No, I fully agree with you. That's why I'm also Palmer's on my belief as well. Is he's playing West Ham, who conceded 3 goals against a newly promoted team, but I have not thought for the life of me to captain him. Like in watching like it never crossed my mind to be like, yeah, I scored Palmer. So then that's why they're on the belief system. That's why I might make a transfer because Saka then plays Liverpool, and we saw those wings of Bournemouth ran ragged. If Saka had all that space behind Kirkes, guys. So I think Saka he's a man that is a thing. So yeah, but yeah, I agree with those beliefs. So my strike three you out is a very very simple person. It's very very simple. It is full Kirk. I don't know what I thought about in my head. I got excited. I'm like, I don't like you. Like, I passed over men that I've believed in my Bowens. Okay, Bowen also did nothing, but that was just a price thing. My Chris Woods, even Strad Larson looked better against Man City than you looked. So he is definitely gonna probably be the first man to whoop whoop. I won't lie to you. He's probably gonna be the first man that leaves my team, he's gonna be the first or second man that leaves my team if I decide to sell Palmer for Saka and just take that gamble. But yeah, yeah, Full Craig, I'm sorry, my guy, you've got to go. You can't. The club don't want you no more, my guy. You did not inspire any confidence in me.
Fair enough. Um, I don't think he was ever gonna inspire any confidence in anybody, but a good thing you're recognizing it and you're not sticking to the same player for the next 6 weeks and hoping and praying. um, I'm gonna. For me, it's Rogers. To be fair, like
Yeah,
I know it's a bit of a like I know he's just come back from injury. There could be a betting in period. But the reality is, if I had to compare Reinders with Rogers, I'd rather have not Reinders. Yeah, Reinders.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have Reinders in the team and take that risk on having Reinders in the team than taking the risk on Rogers because I feel like there's a higher ceiling for Reinders and the way he looks in that City team looks good. He looks good. So and they're playing Spurs this weekend. So who knows what's going to happen there.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with that. And it's not that he's a bad player. It's that Semenyo Bournemouth fixtures like turn like I think they play Wolves this game week, I think. But Bournemouth fixtures like turn like really well. And Semenyo is their main attacking outlet. And you already have Watkins in your team who's the starting number 9 for Villa. So you don't have to double up on that Villa attack. So I
Yeah.
fully agree that Rogers should be for your team a person. And with that extra 1.5, you could do a lot with that money. Like
Yeah,
you can upgrade your defense, you can upgrade your bench for your bench boost. Like they are things that you can do with that team. So yeah, I think that that's a perfect strike three. Like yeah, but just like you said, like that's the only possible transfer you could make. But I also we are both thinking of trying to roll our transfers just so we can maybe get one or two bit more information about certain players before we jump on or we abandon ship on a few of them.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. Like I'm not going to go for the Reinders Rogers transfer this week. That's for sure. Like I've explained before. I think I need to give the like. This is also something I learned last year, where I found my not learned, but I always knew this that I shouldn't chase points. Like I built a team, and like we said at the beginning, the team is a pretty strong team.
yeah,
Um, it is like at the end of the day, on paper, it's still a strong team. It's just this is not the game week for this team, and you do get game weeks like that, and you can't now suddenly throw all your toys out the cart and say, okay, cool, now I'm going to create a whole brand new team because this team didn't vibe this week. I need to have a little bit of patience with the team. I do have a rule of like 3 games and you're out if you don't perform. So right now everybody's got technically it still has 2 more games. So let's see.
yeah, no, no, I fully agree with you. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, so let's do our hindsight is foresight, where we show that we know ball because we've been knowing ball with us in our results, and we go and pick the results for this game week's fixtures so that you guys can also decide what to do with your players and your teams this game week. So the first game of the season this game week. Sorry, yo, keep saying the season. The first game of this game week. So it's also going to be another Friday deadline. So they seem to be liking these Friday night lights type of games. So the last Friday night lights type of game was a banger with the goals. That was probably the most entertaining game of the game week. So let's hope that that form continues with a young Chelsea versus West Ham. So this game is the only reason why Cole Palmer stayed in my team because I'm like, my guy, if you can't score against this team, I'm going to be honest, your time is going to come up short. So I think Chelsea win this 3-1. Oh, 3 no, sorry, 3 no.
Um, I agree with you. Honestly, I was gonna say 4-0 because if Sunderland can score 3 and they've never won a Club World Cup, they haven't won a freaking Conference League trophy this year. They haven't ran around shaking their asses in London saying that they have the most trophies and the most pedigree and whatever, then they should be able to put at least 4 past West Ham. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
And
Like, I'm sorry.
they gotta say, Graham Potter, we are better without you. Like you know what I said. You gotta show your ex that you are thriving without them. You are living without them. Chelsea, it's your time to shine. So you have to come through, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
then it's
the next
Spurs. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
the next game is Man City Spurs.
Yeah.
Um, it's it's quite so. I know this is at City's ground, right?
Yeah.
I know that like I said last week. Oh no, I said last week. City. A lot of City's first games are against their bogey teams, and I know I said Wolves are their bogey team. But if there was a bogey team that is a bogey team, that is Tottenham Hotspur.
That is so true. Yeah.
Like, and after last week, where they put 3 goals in from I don't know where, and City do look a bit shaky in defense.
Yeah, that's fair.
So for me, I'm gonna go 2-2 draw.
Hmm. Sid, you know, to become champions, you have to overcome your demons. You have to overcome your bogeys in life. So, as I predicted Man City to win the league, they have to get over the things that have stopped them from glory as before. So I genuinely think that this Tottenham team, Thomas Frank is showing wonders. I went out to you. This is not Postecoglou should have been gone years ago. If this is what this Tottenham team can look like they can look like a good attacking team with defense. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? So I genuinely do think it's going to be 2-1, though. I do think it's going to be 2-1. I genuinely just think, like, yeah, I just think that Pep is already knows what he's doing, and I think Thomas Frank still has to like get his ideas across fully in tough games. So I still think that it'll be a tough game, but I just think that Spurs are still Spurs. So they're still gonna make a stupid mistake and fumble the bag. So I think it's gonna be City 2-1. But
Okay.
I was most impressed by Spurs this game week.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Um.
So
Yeah.
Bournemouth Wolves. I think it's gonna be 3-2 to Bournemouth.
Oh, I think it's gonna be 2-0 to Bournemouth.
Okay, no, no.
I just think I know we all thought that Bournemouth, after they lost their a lot of
All
their
their
players,
defense.
especially in the defense, yeah, basically their whole
Yeah.
defense. I think that we thought they'll struggle, but they showed that they can defend
Oh yeah, against yeah.
against Liverpool, and I don't think Wolves offers the same level of creativity up front or the same like goal threat up front. So I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. I think it's going to be a clean sheet for Bournemouth this week.
Oh, that's fair. So if you have Petrovic, well done. But yeah, like I think because we both watched the Arsenal Man United game, I think being around the Wolves team, we actually didn't never knew how good Cunha actually was. Like to be fair, like Cunha, like always looked good, but he was around Chacharach, so you'd always look good. But in my
Yeah,
opinion, in that Arsenal Man United game, Cunha had had a possible like call up of he was probably the best player on that field, and this is up against world class players. So that is something that I think Wolves would struggle now. Is now we actually see how fantastic Cunha actually was, and you can now see that without him, this team is actually piss poor. But yeah, I'm not sad at that. I'm not sad at that. I'd pick yeah, we both pick a Bournemouth win. Um,
hmm
then it's Villa Brentford. Yeah, I have to go Villa 2-0.
I don't know. I want to go Villa Brentford 1-1.
Oh, okay.
It's uh just honestly I
But Villa
haven't.
look
Okay,
weak.
I didn't watch the Brentford game this week.
Yeah, but Villa did look
Um,
weak. I mean, Villa did, even with 11 men, they weren't like dangerous.
yeah, they just don't seem like the previous year's team where you would be afraid of them in terms of their goal threats.
Yeah,
It just doesn't seem like they're clicking. There's something in the Newcastle game. Like in all honesty, if you went back a year, and even if they did get a red card, I'd still pick them to win a game against Newcastle,
yeah,
considering that they don't Newcastle can't even score a goal. I would have expected it to be a fire show between the two teams in terms of goal scoring, and what ended up happening was like actually just going 1 for 1 until somebody scored one over the other, sort of thing. Um, this season without Isaac, Newcastle look blunt, and I don't know why. I don't know why Villa look blunt because they haven't really lost any attacking threat other than I guess thing. What's his name? I'm getting
No, that's
confused.
the reason why. I think it's because they lost Rashford and Asensio. Like
You think so?
Aston Villa
Yeah.
were, yeah, they were. Aston Villa were this week at the time. Like they were also like running around ninth because they just saw that Duran guy that was also pretty good off the bench. But then as soon as they signed Asensio and Rashford, it changed their fortunes. Like so,
Yeah.
I definitely think that the loss of all of that attacking thing, there's no plan B. Like if Rogers, if Watkins, if Tielemans, like if they don't do anything, this team has absolutely nothing to offer in attack. So
Yeah.
yeah. So then after watching that Newcastle, they need to make some signings. Is what I have to say is because I don't think they are Watkins injury away from being a mid-table team.
Yeah. I think so. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
That brings
Yeah. What's the
us
next
to
matchup?
Burnley Sunderland.
I'm going 0-0.
You're going 0-0, Burnley Sunderland.
Yep.
Ah,
And I'm not gonna lie. The reason why is because I'm probably gonna bench boost this game week, and I have a Burnley defender, well, a Burnley goalkeeper, and a Sunderland defender. So I feel like that's why I'm bench boosting. So I'm like, my guys, come on down for the boys. I say, no, no. No, to be honest, Burnley played a really good, Burnley played a really good team, and that's why they conceded 3 goals. And yeah, Sunderland kept a clean sheet. So, and then Sunderland kept a clean sheet. So they know how to keep a clean sheet. So I just got to hope that Burnley are just only concede goals to good teams. So that's the hopes and the prayers that I'm aiming for.
yeah, no, I say 2-0 to Sunderland. If they manage to slap up West Ham, they literally did slap up West Ham.
No, they did.
If
hundred
anybody,
percent.
if anybody tells me otherwise, then I don't know what world you're living under. And if they can do that to West Ham, they can do that to a team that they came up with. I'm sorry,
Mm. Yeah, that's
this is
fair.
just the truth.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got 2-0
Arsenal
to
leads.
Sunderland.
Yeah. I go no, no. I go no, no. Arsenal leads. I think it's going to be a simple run of the mill 2-0 win. Everybody goes home happy. Jokeres probably even just gets like a young goal just to wake up the fans, get people off his back. Yeah, so just a young quick 2-0 because Leeds show that they can defend. So, and Arsenal notoriously really do struggle against teams that, just play that low block. Like they do struggle to break those teams down. So I will say that they will struggle initially, but I think their class will come through in the end and they'll win 2-0.
I think they win 3-0. I think
Yeah.
Arsenal win 3-0. Like, I think, yes, Leeds played well, but they also played well against Everton.
Yeah.
Like, Everton have no creativity, they have no attacking threat. Like, you at the beginning of the season were like, I don't know who's scoring a goal for Everton.
No, no. Like, no, Sid, and after watching that game, I still don't know who's scoring the goals for Everton. Like, I think my Everton going down, like, Grealish might keep them up. Like, let's be honest. Grealish might do
Yeah,
something to keep them up. But I was, at knowing the information I knew back then, I am confident Everton are going down. I am, I am very, very confident that Everton are going down.
yeah. I'm also very, like, I'm not confident that they'll go down. I think they'll stay up because
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
always
I think
find a.
Grealish, I
They'll
think
always.
Grealish and Moyes might find a way, but yeah.
Yeah, but also Grealish is not going to play this week, is he? I don't think so.
Yeah, he's will play.
Well,
Yeah, he came off the bench.
well,
He came off the bench, but I don't know if he'll
anyways, we're not
start
even
yet.
talking about the
Yeah.
Everton game right now. We're talking about the Leeds
I
game.
want to talk about
My point at the end of the
Leeds game.
day,
Oh yeah,
yeah, we're
sorry.
talking about the Leeds game. Well,
Wait,
I
how
was
did
just
I go
saying
to
that they
Grealish?
like big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you went up to Grealish. No, I actually know because I brought up that. Yeah, you even said that we don't even know how Everton's
Oh
going to score, and that goes back to what I'm
yes.
trying to say. Is like, I don't know. I definitely think Arsenal have more creativity than Everton. Dog. I can
I agree with
definitely
you
say
there.
with chest. I can definitely say with chest. Arsenal have more creativity in their midfield than Everton, dog.
I fully back your decision, Sid. Yes. I can also say confidently Arsenal have more attacking threat than Everton.
Why you gotta be like that, dog? Why you gotta be
No,
like that?
I'm agreeing with you. No, okay, that was just me. This is just me being tired. Like I'm being genuine. This is just me being tired. I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, believe Arsenal have a better. I'm still worried about Martinelli. I'm not gonna lie to yours, but like, there's so many other great things about your team that they can survive with Martinelli. So yeah, the next
Yeah.
fixture
The
is.
next fixture is Palace Forest. I think that's gonna be a good game. I
I think it's
genuinely
gonna be
think.
1-1. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think both teams showed they can defend really, really well this game week one, because that was something that a lot of teams never did. Like only the real top teams were like showed good levels of defense, but not a lot of teams, not a lot of the middle to lower teams showed that they were strong in defense this game week. But those two teams did. So I think that they're both gonna cancel each other out. They have very similar vibes of really big striker up top, two fast creative people behind them, a really sturdy midfield. So I just think that Palace do have more talented players. So if there's a winner there, it is Crystal Palace. But I think that Nuno has surprised me as a coach. So I think 1-1.
I'm going with a 2-1 win for Palace. I think Palace are
Yeah,
coming
that's
off a very hot streak. Um, there's a lot of like. I think they'll also be a little bit upset by the Chelsea fixture and result. And like you said, I think they are very similar teams, but I think Palace right now have a little bit more oomph to them. I don't think it's going to last the whole season, to be fair, but I do think they have a little bit more oomph to them, and I do think it's gonna be interesting. And I think
okay.
I think Palace just win it 2-1.
Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, like I just take a draw, but yeah, I can see a win. Like I think Palace is slightly better. Um, Brighton, Everton, 1-0 to Brighton. I'm not like there's no
Yeah,
need to be playing
I agree
games.
with you. I agree with you on that one.
I'm like Brighton,
Um,
like yeah, Brighton don't look very strong attack. Like they look okay attacking wise, but like they don't look like they can blow any teams away. Yeah, Everton don't look like they can score, but and also don't look like they could concede that much. To be fair, their defense does look strong, but yeah, like at the end of the day, you can't win just on clean sheets. So
yeah.
Brighton 1-0.
Yeah, I
Brighton
think
1-0.
I think it's there's nothing really more to talk about. I think it's a 1-0 win for Brighton.
Yeah, Man United. I'm hoping that there's a resurgence here. Yeah, I hope that this is an important game for us. Because Man United really really struggled away from home last season, so and they also really struggled against yeah, just teams. I can't even say top half, bottom half. We just struggled against teams away from home. So I'm hoping that this is going to be the change in Man United, and Um, I'm gonna go 2-0 to Man United.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, 2-0 Man United.
I'm gonna go a very different route.
What a surprise, dude. What a
No, no, no.
surprise.
Like, I'm not trying to be a hater. I know it seems like I just want to hate on United
No, no,
the
no,
whole
no.
time, and I know, but genuinely not trying to be a hater. But I just looking at United, I think they're
Mm.
much better this season after playing Arsenal. But then again, I've seen these defensive performances from you guys against Arsenal. Like last season, I said when you guys played us, I
Yeah, yeah, that
think
was the best
towards
you've
the
seen us
end,
play, yeah.
towards the yeah, when you guys played us also last season, you guys came up the blocks defending like crazy. You did all the right things, and I said if you guys can manage to keep that form of defense alone, you guys will be fine. But you didn't. Literally, the game afterwards, you went
Yeah,
and
we
did
sucked.
Chachach.
What we do, what we
So
do.
exactly. So, and I think Fulham. I think if it was, I think it would have suited you better to play maybe like a weaker team right after us because it'd give like it'd be better for betting in and sort of thing because also Shesko is still going to be betted in. There's still
Yeah,
like
that's
there's still a lot of growth happening at United, and I can't just
true.
say, oh yeah, one good game against Arsenal where you guys always do turn up, which you always do turn up for, even when you've been
That's
15th in the log, you guys turn up for this game. So, so
yeah, that's fair.
I can't be disingenuous with it. So I think, yeah, I, I could be a 1-1 or a 2-1, a 1-1 draw or 2-1 to Fulham. I think it's gonna be a very close game.
Okay.
I'm leaning more to the 1-1 draw. I don't think you
Okay.
guys are gonna. I don't think you guys are gonna lose. I think you guys will walk away with points, but I think it's like a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, like right now I'm in my believer stage. I'm in my believer saga, so I believe. So I hope that faith doesn't leave me. So Man United, let's restore the faith. Let's not just put in good performances. Let's get them 3 points. So, but those are very fair. Where I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised at a draw. Like a draw would be like the correct way to go about it. But I believe, and then we have the final game of the game week, a Monday night saga, Liverpool versus Newcastle. I go 1-0 to Liverpool.
Okay, that's uh that's an interesting scoreline. I don't agree with
Yeah,
that.
no, because Newcastle without Isaac, they like we're not letting you go. So we're gonna show this team that they need you. So we're gonna defend. So this team up their peas, motherfucker. So that we're gonna be so hard to break down that they're gonna be like, you want your boy Isaac, you better up your peas. So I'm banking more on Newcastle's defense because that defense is very strong. And I think with the wingers that um, Newcastle possess, it'll Liverpool won't be able to barrage the attack like they did with Bournemouth, because like aside from Semenyo, like Liverpool were caught like they were caught at the back slipping a lot, but there was just no class on that end of the table. So then I think now that they're playing a Newcastle team with a Gordon, with a Harvey Barnes, with an Anthony Alanga, a little bit more class, they will be a little bit more reserved on how they attack. So that I think they'll be a little bit more defensive this game week. So that's why I said 1-0. So they won't always be able to barrage the goal like they did, like with Salah's goal and also um Chiasa's goal. So yeah, that's why I say 1-0.
I think it's gonna be a 1 goal margin. Don't get me wrong, because I don't think Liverpool are as strong as we think in defense
Yeah.
as of yet. So I do think that it can get something out. So I say it's like a 2-1, 2-1 Liverpool. To be fair,
Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
and I still think, yeah, I do agree with you that Liverpool win. I'm not
Yeah.
delulu enough to think so that after watching Newcastle do those things against Villa that they would win against Liverpool. But I think that Liverpool win
Yeah.
2-1.
Alrighty. That's yeah, that's a good that's yeah, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair. So then like yeah, so going into your game week, like what yeah, so who you looking, what are your possible ideas that you're thinking of that you're gonna think of during the week, like that you're possibly thinking of doing this game week?
So I'm yeah, like I said before, I'm thinking about a free hit. I don't think I have the team for a bench boost because I just don't. I don't think I have. One, I don't even think I have enough good players to play a full 11. To be honest, I'm not really trusting in most of my team as a full 11. Um, so I don't know if it's a wise idea to bench boost. And then also I do know I have at least one player that won't play this week. So
Okay.
So I don't think I'm gonna go for a bench boost. I might change last minute and just go with the Hail Mary pass and take a -4 and go for the bench boost. But let's see. But I think more realistically, I'm just gonna roll transfers this game week and find readjust and find a better time to use chips.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, yeah, so I'm also like, yeah, obviously, like my transfer, I won't do it, but yeah, Saka for Palmer is probably the only transfer that I would consider doing. But yeah, I also am thinking of bench boosting, like how I structured my team this season. I had a very certain strategy
Mm-hmm.
of obviously picking Haaland as my captain. Then I also said I'm going to bench boost now so that I can build up transfers for around 3 to 4 game weeks so that I can switch to some Arsenal players and some Palace players and then really focus on getting like a really tight 12, 13, like a tight 12 players and not worry about a bench. So I'm gonna stick with my strategy. So that's why I'm possibly am going to bench boost just so that I can really focus on my strategy and hope that it works. So I'm gonna stick to what Tibbs knows and what I'm gonna do. So I'm probably going to bench boost, but I will see if there's possibly a time down the line. But I'll definitely bench boost before game week 5 or 6. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I also agree that I will bench boost before 5 or 6. Right now, I just think that also when I'm looking like right now, I think we're starting to unearth some cheap gems.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think there's some play like we're seeing Sunderland. I want to see a little bit more from Sunderland to understand like
Yeah.
what where they really do rank. Like yes, they beat West Ham, but like are West Ham
Yeah.
like you said really that bad or is Sunderland really that good?
Mm.
Um, and then also Leeds. I want to see like how they do against Arsenal this week. Are we're all picking this fixture? Like most people are looking at that fixture and going like, oh yes, that's going to be an easy fixture. But we don't know how good Leeds are because they did win their game. They did play Everton, so we don't know does that translate across to one of the bigger Prem teams or not. And so we'll only know with a few more weeks worth of like
Information.
knowledge. And I'd rather have like 2 3 transfers in the bank to go like okay cool, I need to fix this hole and this hole and this hole, and then I'm good for a bench boost that week or something like that. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, nah. That's yeah. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, yeah, that's our setup. So yeah, it's just it's yeah. That so then those are we're both dealing with the same things. I suppose you'll see what we come up with and who we try as the captain on our deadline stream. But yeah, I think that's been like the end of our first great episode where Tibbs finally showed us that he is the man with the plan, and he's gonna continue his victorious run and be a back-to-back champion. My name is
Listen,
Tibbs. Yes,
before you continue this, listen, I'm gonna leave with one thing and one thing only.
yes, sir.
Kings are not made in days; they're made in years. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, Sid has been here, man. He's been here vibing. So, guys, if you really liked the episode, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment because, yeah, we want people to see this channel. So, we appreciate it so much. My name is Tibbs from the FBL Diamond Dogs.
And my name's Sid,
And remember, we're number one in the field.
and number one in your hearts.
Oh.